Rich Swann, it's been far too long since you've been on the show. And I'm so glad we're making this happen.
Far too long, man. I think the last time I was on your show, I was throwing up outside after a Teddy Hart match at MLW. So, hey, baby.
I'm glad to see you're in better shape this time around.
Way better shape. We in the holiday mode. We ready to go, Daddy.
Yeah, you got some Christmas decorations behind you
Oh,
here.
yeah, got the little Christmas tree ready. You know what I'm saying? Everything's just glowing. Everything's just glistening. Everything's just right.
And you're glowing right now. And,
it's perfect.
Right. It's perfect timing. It's the holiday season and you got a big announcement here. So I'm so glad that I can have you on the show to announce this. So what's going on in the world of Rich Swann?
Man, the world of Rich Swann has definitely been lighting up. I mean, I've got a 1-year-old baby now, little Richie Jr., and I've also signed a 2-year deal with Impact Wrestling.
Hey, congratulations.
I appreciate that. Impact Wrestling has done nothing but, treat me with the utmost respect. And it's been a place to where I've been able to grow. I've been able to watch other competitors grow, and I've been able to watch the company grow into a spot to where, it should be. You know what I'm saying? And
well, it's been exciting watching you grow as well. If we take this back to before you were first in Impact Wrestling, how different are you now as a performer than you were then?
I'm very different, especially, unfortunately, I had broke my back and my leg, my hip, my foot, everything. Like everything on my right side was damn near damaged. And I was told by doctors that I wouldn't walk the same, let alone wrestle again. Man. And for, Impact, they helped take care of me when that happened, and once I finally was able to come back, I became a world champion at Impact Wrestling. So that's something that I'll never forget. I'll always hold near and dear to my heart. And I'm definitely a better performer than I was back in, that at that time. It's definitely, taught me something.
What did winning that world championship mean for you personally and also professionally?
So personally, man, it made me feel like all the doubters and the naysayers and the people that said, hey, you're not going to make it in this business as anything because you're 5'6", you're 175 pounds. Oh, you'll never be anything. That right there, I was able to show that gold and put it in their face. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And, personally and professionally, it definitely put me at another level. I was able to wrestle one of the most revered wrestlers in our industry today, Kenny Omega, in a high profile main event match. You know what I'm saying? 2 companies came together, AEW, Impact Wrestling, 1 pay-per-view, 1 ring, 2 world titles. I would have never gotten that opportunity, you know what I'm saying, at other places. And I was just, elated, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that forbidden door definitely got kicked in, and that match was living proof of yep, no match is off limits now.
Yep, 100%. And just to be a part of that, to be one of the spearhead figures of that was all right, golly, I'm doing something right.
Feel like there's some unfinished business with Kenny Omega now, though.
Oh, there's a lot of unfinished business. We never got our rematch, you know what I'm saying? So, hey, I know that forbidden door still open. Your boy Cass just had a world title shot at Impact against Josh. You know what I mean? And he's a part of AEW. Hey, Kenny, this is a message to you. Don't be scared. I know you beat me. I know you beat me. But hey, don't be scared. Let's run it back.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, he came onto your turf. That match was at Impact Wrestling. Time for you to go, the other way on the forbidden door.
I think Tony's scared.
That's it. One of the big things that stood out from that match was Marlo Renello calling that match. And I feel like it gave it this real big fight feel.
Definitely. It was definitely special. And, everybody knows my history with Marl from, 2016, 2017 over there in that company in New York. Um, but to have him call that, he's definitely one of the most charismatic commentators out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's just no, there's no comparison. I know
He
people like,
also, he was the guy who called Floyd Mayweather versus Conor
yep,
McGregor. Like,
yep,
he calls the biggest
the
fights.
biggest fights, exactly. And that's no slot. That's no slate to like Jim Ross or Tom or like Josh Madden, anybody. You know what I'm
Of
saying?
course.
It's just that Morrow has a unique presentation about how he, comes across. It's with the times.
Yeah. Yeah. So as we look ahead, 2022 is almost done. An amazing
Yep.
year for you. If we look ahead at 2023, you got, kind of a new life here, 2 more years with Impact Wrestling. What do you want to accomplish in these next 12 months?
Man, in these next 12 months, I want to do something that has been on my mind for a while, and that has become, a Grand Slam champion at Impact Wrestling. Of course, I'd like to become world champion again. Um, I would love to find a tag team partner and get these tag team titles, scratch that off my list. You know what I'm saying? I'd love to have Willie Mack with me by my side. That's my partner, either Willie Mack or Ricochet. Those are my two guys. You know what I'm saying? We've made a lot of history together, and to have that, you know what I'm saying? Like, that right there would be like the ultimate. Like, that would put me up there with guys like AJ Styles, with guys like Sting, with guys like Booker, Kurt Angle, Samoa Joe. Like, that would put me up there with that list, you know what I'm saying? And like, to be in there, like, god dang, you know what I'm saying? I did something. I
This,
did something with my life.
this is going to be a tough one to answer, but you listed off so many TNA legends there. If you were to have a Mount Rushmore of TNA greats, who are your
Oh,
four?
easy.
Wow. Okay.
It'd be for me, it is easy because like, these are the guys that definitely, especially when I was younger and like just starting to get into pro wrestling as an athlete and everything like that. Like, I would say Sting for sure. I'd say Christian Cage for sure, because he was definitely a big jump once he left from WWE to come to TNA. And, it was, nobody thought that, like, oh, wait a minute. What's he doing here? Why is he, like,
Yeah.
it was
What's
awesome.
Christian Cage doing in the Impact Zone?
Yeah. The whole star on the day, and the getting the video of his feet. like, that whole thing was awesome. Wait a minute, Mike today up in there. Yeah. But so Sting, Christian Cage, definitely AJ Styles.
Of course.
The last one though, you know what? You might be right. It is hard.
It's hard.
Man.
It's hard when you get down to that last spot, right?
Yeah. Samoa Joe for sure. He definitely had a type of aura about him that was like, all right, you know what I'm saying? And at that point too, like, he wasn't like somebody that came over from WWE or anything like that. Him and AJ were both homegrown, and like, they helped make that, Impact Wrestling, TNA Wrestling a staple.
Yeah, it's tough to narrow it down to just four because, of course, Daniels can be on that list too for everything
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
accomplished during that era.
Hey, I would etch another rock out there for him. You know what I'm saying? Mount Rushmore.
When you first got to TNA, who was somebody who kind of took you aside and said, hey, here's some great advice for you to really succeed here? Because what you have been doing in Impact is really succeeding.
There's a couple people like Don Callis, Scott D'Amore, D'Lo Brown, Tommy Dreamer. like those four for me were definitely like the guys like and it's well known about, you know, what happened with me and everything like that. But once those guys helped me pull my head out of my ass, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, showed me the way, like I'll never, you know, forget that. And those guys, like they know this business
Sure.
in and out, in and out. And they helped me tremendously.
I think what's been really interesting about your rise here is I think there could be a lot of people that go, Rich Swann, great entrance theme. He has lots of fun.
Mhm.
But you would like, you prove to people, no, I can get it done in the ring too.
Oh, 100%. I always like to prove that to people, you know, like it's my forte. I like, you know, letting the people think that I'm just this, oh, character. But then when I get into the ring, you know, I'm all about it, daddy.
How much money are we going to have to get Impact Wrestling to pay to get the rights for like Lionel Richie to play it? Like just one Bound for Glory.
Just one man, dude. Let's call Lionel up on what's he on? American Idol now?
He's on Idol, yeah.
Yeah. Let's call Lionel up. I'll play a guitar rendition for him. Maybe that might impress him. Maybe he might give it to us for free or something like that.
Maybe you auditioned for American Idol singing and
American
dancing to
Idol,
his
yeah.
song.
Yes, yes. I think that might be the way to get Lionel Richie to let us use all night long. That's all I'm saying.
Do you play guitar every day?
Almost.
I love that.
I play guitar every day, keyboard, a little bit of drums. Yeah.
What's the go-to, type of music for you?
Man, I love alternative rock music and I love rap. Like those are my two, like they're far and wide, but I love rock music. Like it always reminds me of when like promotions will make like whatchamacallit, like hype videos for pay-per-views or pay-per-views or whatever. You know, those are always the songs like Headstrong, I'll take you on, you know, with the fighting and everything. Like it always drove me as a kid. Like when I was watching wrestling, like that was my hand in hand, like listening to the music and then the wrestling and like
And
the
now
rock.
you're making me wonder what happened to Trapped. Remember Trapped
Yeah,
with
right.
the T at the end? They were the one that sang Headstrong.
Trapped was good, man. They were good.
I only knew their one song though.
Hey, man.
Because of pro wrestling.
Hey, exactly. Hey, but I'm telling you, get that CD. I'm telling you, you'll be blown away.
I don't know where I'm going to play this CD, but
go ahead on go to FYE and get that CD.
Yeah. So when you play rock music on the guitar, are you talking about that era, like late 90s, early 2000s?
Yes. Late 90s, grunge rock. But I do listen to a lot of post electronica rock, like and new era rock as well. Like a couple of my favorite bands are like the Sick Puppies, of course, Trapped, Smile Empty Soul, Crossfade, like a lot of that, like
deep cuts. I love it.
Yeah, a lot of that little era, you know what I'm saying? I love that. And then man, like there's just so much out. There's so much entertainment to choose from, and so many bands, so many movies, like it's just so much.
I feel like you should be one of the few wrestlers who fall into the category of someone who plays their own entrance theme.
Hey, this is the thing. And I don't want to hate on Elias. I don't want to hate on Rick Boogs. I don't want to hate on those guys. But God damn it, I was doing that in 2008, playing my own song, beatboxing my own song, playing guitar with my own song. You know what I'm saying? So, but Honky Tonk and Jeff Jarrett, they were doing it well before me.
This is true. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, I was doing that shit.
When it came down to what your next move was going to be, What made you feel confident about going, absolutely, I'm staying here, I'm staying home in Impact Wrestling for the next 2 years?
Right now, wrestling is just like I said, there's so much of everything, of all forms of entertainment. And wrestling right now is prospering. Like you have your AEW that's doing great. You have WWE that's turned around, turned a new leaf, and they're doing great. And Impact Wrestling, the experience that I had ever since I started with Impact in 2018 has been nothing but love, nothing but um, prospering, nothing but watching the company grow into what it is today. And to be a part of that and helping that, you know what I'm saying? After all the years of people saying, oh, Impact's going to die. Oh, TNA's dead. This is that. To be a part of that, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
and helping it come back up to where it's at today, that right there makes me feel good. And like I said, it lets me know that I'm doing something right in this industry.
Yeah. And you're certainly having these matches that people are talking about, like the one with Kenny Omega, like the fact that I feel like it's just inevitable that before the end of next year, you'll be the Grand Slam champion as well.
Hey, we'll see. We'll see. I hope so.
I mean, makes sense. Who were you in the ring with in 2022 that you went, man, I cannot believe I am in the ring with this person?
I'd probably, this is the thing. It wasn't an Impact. It was actually a couple of days ago at the ECW arena against Two Cold Scorpio. And that's one person that I would love to see at Impact Wrestling, or to see anywhere, to see at WWE, to see at AEW, anywhere, to get his flowers. Because let me tell you something about Two Cold Scorpio. That guy has inspired so many of the high flyers of today that it's not even funny. And so many people have, oh, who's one of your favorite? Oh, Too Cold, Too Cold. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
that's one guy that deserves his flowers and that deserves to be put in a position, Hall of Fame somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, he definitely deserves it. And I'd love to wrestle him for years to come, 2023. 2024, 2025, like, that's my guy, man.
You are just consistently in a great mood all the time.
Hey,
And I think
got
there's a
to,
lot of people that are watching this going, man, I wish I could have just half of that positivity. What
got
is it
to,
for you?
man. It's just life is too short. You know what I'm saying? I've gone down the dark roads. You know what I mean? And just to feel that feeling, and then to come out and on the other side of the tunnel and just feel, you know what I'm saying, the love that everything gives, you know what I mean? Like, you just got to keep that feeling, you know what I mean? Like, and I stay positive because life is too short. Life is too short for the pound your face and like
Yeah.
letting
Well,
stuff
look,
get at you.
congratulations on everything. So good to see you again.
Hey,
And
you too.
Rich, I end every conversation talking about gratitude because it's such an important part of my life. Be great, be
Yes,
grateful.
indeed.
I got the sign behind me right now. Okay,
Hey,
good.
yes, indeed. You got to be grateful.
What are 3 things in your life that you're grateful for right now?
Man, I'm grateful for my family. I'm grateful for pro wrestling, and I'm grateful for my son, man. Those are the three right
I
there.
love it. I love it.
Yes,
Well,
indeed.
continued success. I'm wishing that for you in the new year. And man, congratulations again.
Hey, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it.